Hello everybody, welcome back to another episode of Just What I Am Playing Final Fantasy XIV. Last episode we did some MSQ, explored a little bit in the Ravanian Forelands. At the end of the episode we ran into a problem where my XP was not, my level was not high enough to be able to finish the quest. So off camera I did, some leveling. There you have it. And in this episode we're going to go and continue with the MSQ. The Vath are wont to allude to certain concepts without explanation, but I believe I am beginning to grasp a few of the fundamentals. From what I understand, the king-like Overmind sits at the center of Nav society, and its presence somehow allows its subjects to communicate without need of word or gesture. These Nath, the ones who inhabit the larger hive, are known as the One Mind, and it was by their combined will that the Primal was summoned. Those who reside in this smaller hive, however, are the Vath, or the Non-Mind, who, for reasons that yet escape me, seem to have been excluded from the telepathic bond which connects their Nath counterparts. Thus are the Vath ignorant of the One Mind's thoughts and intentions, and of their nature of their own god. In summary, we have wasted our time. Not so. Perilous though it may be, the Vath did furnish us with one certain method of approaching the Primal. As sacrifices. Should we allow ourselves to be captured in the environs of the colony, the Nath will bring us before their deity to make an offering of our souls. Forgive me, but let us be clear about what it is that you propose. You mean to say that you would deliberately provoke the Nath, surrender yourself into what might generously be termed their custody, and then wait until their god arrives to claim your soul? Ah, that fairly well describes my plan. You will join me in this endeavor, will you not, Lynn? Judging by the great risks you took to prevent the summoning of Saint Shiva, you are not a woman to err on the side of caution. Would that I could fight at your side, Warrior Flight, but the power of the dragon is no protection against primal influence. Forgive me, but I must remain here with Master Alphino. Then it is settled. Then you and I shall challenge the guards at the entrance of the colony. Once the hive is roused, we shall feign a brief show of resistance and then allow them to take us prisoner. Okay. There's also... There's also some quests. Let me go and grab these. Unless if they are... story stuff. I only want to get the Ether Current quests. Amelia Watson! Oh my god! Yes. One of my men was attacked by a chocobo. You might think that's a common story with all the hunting we do, but I'm told this one was unnaturally big. Of course, in the end, size don't matter. We can't be having our quarries stalking us. That's why I'm planning to capture the beast before it harms any more of my men. I already know you as a reliable handler of the birds. That's why I need your help tracking it down. Think you can lend old Marcel a hand one more time? If the prospect piques your interest, it'd be best to start off asking the leaders of my camps what they know about the monster, or know the monster. Come back and share your findings with me when you're done. It is very interesting to me, though, to see like people play this game from the beginning. Like to see actual like new players doing things in this game is always so fascinating. From the way I heard it, one of the hunters was attacked unprovoked and got knocked unconscious by a single kick. I never heard of a chocobo doing that. Oh yeah, I've also just noticed that we have reached a certain point in the MSQ's level where I can technically go and do something else. Like where we can go and unlock something, which I find to be quite interesting to talk about. Since I only recently actually started doing it. See that cage there? Master Chocobo pulled the door right off its hinges. Most likely it was trying to rescue the bird inside. I hope you're enjoying the atmosphere as much as I am. While I catch my breath from all the reading. And a stuffy nose. Because why make it easy, you know, when you can also have a stuffy nose? Which will inhibit your breathing even more. Oh well, I am trained in the speech. That bird ain't scared of his hunters, I can tell you that much. It's rare, a rare one of us comes away from an encounter with it unscathed. Blah, blah, blah. I can't read. Well, sometimes. Seems that Chocobo has been stirring up trouble all around the forest. While you were gathering information, I went out and checked the traps that are set up around Tailfeather, and nothing left of them but scattered straw and broken wood. Can't say we've ever dealt with a problem like this one. Might be that this Chocobo has taken some kind of revenge on us hunters, and these acts are a means of provoking us. By all accounts, this Chocobo is stronger and more clever than the rest. I expect capturing it won't be a simple feat. That's I think, some information for like the beginning of a long quest line over here. But we are doing that after we are done with Heavensward. Because that's definitely the normal way to speak. Anyway. I need to go to the second floor of this place. How do you do that, my friend? Well, by going up the stairs. Wow. 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 The good old Magitech Death Claw. Everybody's friend. Sup? I sense a great power within you. Yes, you will make a suitable adversary. Our younglings must learn the hardships of battle. You will find them just beyond the tower. Go, and hold nothing back. Okay. Okay. I think it might be better for me to go in here. I thought there was a hole in the floor somewhere. Very good jump down. There it is. That's my bomb scream in terror. A flying motorbike. Just FF things. Of course both of them would notice me. I was wondering if I was far enough away or not. But apparently I was not. I don't understand. Man is not fit to battle with dragons. Nevertheless, I do as father asks. How dare you do such a thing to Kumga? You may have beaten him, but your game ends here. What trickery is this? I will not let you make a mockery of me and my brothers. Oh. Ah, yes. Child violence. The correct option. I'm thinking about it though. Okay, I do have it in my Choco saddleback. Off camera, I also, by doing the desk vigil again, I also got the musket from there, which is a slightly better musket or gun, whatever. So the younglings have learned their place. Do not worry, my intentions is not to foster ill relations, but to teach. The younglings grow too prideful, doubting the strength of men. But thanks to you, they now understand. Bum, ba da bum. Right, that is done. We can go over to the Nath. Whee! As we celebrate Christmas in the middle of April. You know, when I initially started Heavensward, I really didn't expect to find a place like this. I really thought that we would just be, like, in snow constantly. In snow and ice, just all the time. And then you run into the sea of clouds in this place, and I'm like, huh. Maybe my assumption was wrong. But the only other, like, you know, view and all that jazz from Curses was always like snow and ice, so. I would go so far as to say it is a relatively understandable assumption to make. An assumption regardless, but. Okay, now I know that there is another. Yeah, southeast. Is it in the Nath's place? That would seem to be the case. It's telling me to go this way. Let's just see what happens. Intruders, your lives are forfeit. I'm actually taking a sizable amount of damage. Need to kill 2 of these boys. Of course I aggro an Earth Sprite in the meantime. Like an idiot. There we go. The Ephraimite must be aware of our intrusion. Let us press on into the hive and ensure that our hosts, that we have our hosts' undivided attention. Bruh. Bruh. That was actually a pretty good one. There we go. God dang it. How far in is this thing? No, more to the southeast. So there, somewhere. You know, sometimes in recording, you really do like stuff which is like really stupid when you think about it. It's like over there, and then I like nod towards that direction, expecting that people are actually gonna see me nod in that general direction. Yeah. It do be like that. I'm gonna avoid that encounter of 3 over there. There's the thing. Fuck. Run! There's my Easter currents. And the next one is in the top part of the map. Let's see if I can make them stop following me. Excuse me while I run in here. There we go. That should be sufficient. If we did not have our host's full attention before, we must surely have it now. Our audience with the primal may be granted soon after our capture. Pray advise me once you have steeled your mind for the battle to come. Oh crap. Yeah. You are prepared then? Think voice acted? Oh, nope. No. Hold here, Lynn. When next the Navs come, we offer no resistance. Intruders! Surrender, intruders. There's no escape. Enough, we surrender. We throw ourselves upon the mercy of your god. They seem eager to proceed. Good. When they take us before their lord, pray leave matters to me. If what I know of summoning rituals holds true, I shall be well placed to act. Mark the sound of the river rushing through the ravine behind us. Passing loud, is it not? Imagine the noise would serve to mask our escape should we need to withdraw temporarily. But you are prepared, are you not? I do hope so. If I were to be dragged away for sacrifice while you were haggling over the price of potions, I should not be amused. Assumed. I think this one is voice acted.
Now we have but to wait.
O Lord Ravana, master of the sacred blades, wrath of the colony, conqueror of the world, hear our prayer. Pray grant unto your devoted children the gift of your divine presence.
He comes.
All strength to the colony. Speak and I shall listen.
O glorious general, we have captured intruders and would make unto you an offering of their life's blood.
These feeble fleshlings dared to invade Natlands.
Hear me, Lord Ravana. My companion and I did not come to contest your children's territory. We wished only to learn the reason you wage war against the dragons.
Thou wouldst flirt with death merely to satisfy thy curiosity. Wherefore should the glorious conquests of the Nath concern thee so, Elezen? Mayhap thine own kind's struggle against the worms fareth poorly, and thou art desirous of a pact.
We crave no alliance, Lord Ravana. Only peace. We would bring an end to our war with the dragons. Yet so long as they remain embroiled in this conflict with your children, our goal shall remain out of reach. Never before have the Nath risen up in such numbers, and never yet with you at their head. Why do you lead them to war?
Thy question hath no meaning. To live is but to fight. Long have my children waited, gathering their strength in the shadow of thy ceaseless conflict. The Nath would see the Dravanians slain, and their territory secured. And by such fervent prayers am I now given form and purpose.
As I feared, your very existence is an obstacle to our goal. Since you are so fond of fighting, we challenge you, Lord of the Nath. And should we emerge the victors, I would have you swear to withdraw your soldiers from Dravanian soil.
Thou art bold indeed to risk thy fleshy hide so readily. Very well. I, Ravana, fourfold Master of the Blade, do accept thy challenge. But should I emerge the victor, I would have thee swear to serve in mine army till thy last breath is spent. Do you accept?
I do. And I believe the first bout is mine.
What is this? A god clad in flesh?
Is aught amiss, my lord? Thou wilt not break thy word, I trust.
Mine oath is unbending as steel, little goddess. Thy ruse will but add to mine enjoyment.
I thought myself stronger. Mayhap With more crystals?
Be thou god or maid, thou art nothing to me. And what of thee, mortal? Art thou warrior or craven?
I have a gun.
A warrior, then? Good! Mayhap thou will provide more sport than thy feeble companion.
Yep. We got the trial unlocked now. I will be right back, because it's probably gonna take me a little bit to actually get in here. BRB. Alright. Here we are, ready to jump in. What's up, gamers? Send help. Anyway. This boss battle has a vibe. Or this trial, sorry. Decided to queue up as a Astrologian, so we're gonna be healing this one. Which, in theory, shouldn't be a problem. It's normal mode anyway, so... If you're wondering, yes, the identical cutscene. But this time in a cooler environment. Ravana! So, what does a good old Ravana do? In normal mode, I don't really remember that much. That is a cleave. That is all I can immediately recognize. The Seeing Tail. Unless if you're a magic attacker, you need to now attack Ravana from the correct side. The Seeing Tail will be his butt, and his face will have a shield that will reflect damage. You will swap the different stances and do different things. The stances aren't really that important, I would say. But the names of the attacks are. Prelude to Slaughter. I'm pretty dang sure that this is the one that... Let me, just in case, see, like, is this the one where he attacks close? Yes, okay. I love this music. Right, and then he's gonna use Slaughter next. Slaughter, to avoid this one, just stand right near his butt. He's gonna send out like 3 discs basically in 3 different directions, and if you stand at his butt, you won't get hit. Like this. We're going to get another card. The Seeing Wings, which is left and right, yep. Once again, if you are a physical attacker, either physical ranged or physical melee, you need to watch out where you're attacking, otherwise it does not really matter too much. Another attack that just happened with Ravana is that he does like a cleave basically, and then a double cleave afterwards. If you're a tank, you can... After that first cleave, you can go through his hitbox basically, go behind him, and then you won't get hit by the other 2. So that is something that you can avoid. In the meantime, these ads are going to slowly start casting Falling Laughter. The more that they do, like the more of these that actually finish their cast are going to be sword landing on the arena, and that's going to increase the damage of an attack in the future. I think it's also going to give you Von stacks for every one of them that are in the arena. There you go, one of them blew up. Now I was going to use Bloody Fuller. And this is the attack that has increased damage depending on how many swords there are. So currently we have 1, which means that we all get 1 bone stack. And then the actual attack. He's also going to destroy the high fall around him a little bit. Keep that in mind. Not really that important in the normal version, but... It's proximity based, go to the edge, don't run off. It's also going to knock you back, so make sure that you have a wall that you can bounce against. Somebody is going to get marked with a marker, and that person is going to get hit with that attack, which is a cleave that becomes more powerful every single time it gets used. Usually you can actually take that thing, you can take that marker from somebody else. And the thing you usually do is let the off tank grab that one. These orbs, you can actually just outrun them, eventually they will just disappear on their own. And then Swift Slaughter, which is an attack that I have never really properly seen and don't really know perfectly how to do it. In any case, 4 people are going to get marked, and they're also going to get attacked. So he's first going to go that way, then to me, and then towards that person. But he will probably die before he can do it. No, wow. He actually managed to do it. I still have no idea how to actually deal with Rose of Hate. Oh, with Swift Slaughter, sorry. Rose of Hate's even later. Which I've never even seen. Anyway. It's a very interesting fight. There's a lot of stuff about this fight that I have never really seen, because the DPS is just too high.
Does the sacred rite of combat proclaim the victor? I lay my blades at thy feet, child of man.
Ba, 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 da. Also, the weather over here is smoke. Just thought I'd mention it.
You do not disappoint, warrior of light. Would that I had your skill in battle. I do begin to see why so many place their faith in you. For all his savagery, I do not think Ravana one to break his word. Provided the dragons do not trespass upon Nath lands, they should have little to fear of the Primal's biting blades. We have done well, have we not? Come, let us return to Vidofnir and share these glad tidings.
Come. Insert meme.
Once more you achieve the impossible, bringer of light. But with every mortal heart that succumbs to fear and fury, another voice is joined to the chorus, beseeching divine succor. At their bidding, warring gods will shake the firmament, and your world will be consumed in the swelling storm of chaos.
Okay. There's so many good memes on the internet. It's ridiculous. Alright, hello. Never since we first fought have I seen you draw upon the full extent of your power, and never from afar till this day. You are a marvel to behold, then. Well, this time we rejoined our companions. They will be eager to hear the tale and to continue our journey. Right. Before we go and return to them, let me go and swap back to my machinist, because I want to give as much XP as I can to my machinist. Since queuing up for stuff as a machinist, well, I guess a DPS is more of a problem than as a healer or a tank. If I could just... there we go. Actually, I needed to go over here. 2 birds with 1 stone. I was wondering, like, why am I not seeing it over here? Must be blocked by the side quests, right? Because I definitely would block the main quest symbol with a side quest symbol. And not even a blue side quest, like a normal side quest. Oopsie. I just threw something against my mic. Because of the pure rage in my body. No. Not so much. Bum 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 bum. Whoopsie. I was momentarily distracted by the shininess of my PC. Have you the muskets? A queerly shaped firearm wielded by the Beast Tribe's fire drones. Thank you, Hunter. With these we can arm ourselves, defend ourselves. We are of the same blood as the Nath, but even we find it utterly unnerving. The way they think as one, the way they move as one. It is hard to imagine us as the same people. Bum, ba, da, ba. Lynn, Lady Azael, thank the 12. Lord Ravana, you say? I'm curious that the Vath never mentioned his name. And you're quite certain he will keep his word? There was honor beneath his savagery. That we survived the encounter at all was a miracle I must attribute to Lynn. Never did I doubt you, Warrior of Light, unlike some. You were gone so long that myself and here nigh lost his wits with worry, fretting like a maid for her sweetheart he was. Estinian, was that truly necessary? Not truly necessary, but certainly true. What matters is that the Primal is banished, and our promise fulfilled. We should return to Vidofnir without delay. Lest you forget, this was but a means to secure an audience with the worm Hraesvelgr. Hraesvelgr. Nidhogg's minions will not be halted by idle chatter. Come now, we must make every moment count. You're unkind, Estinian. For all his experience and intellect, Alphino is still but a boy. What is this? What is this synergy between these 3 people? Jesus. This is, I think, for the Beast Tribe, yeah? Yes. Yes! Shall we be on our way to Enix Shrine then? I would not have the dragons think that we have forgotten our bargain. I like how Lynn is still taller than Alphina. Nice. Okay. Thou art returned, little one. Hast thou abandoned thine ill-conceived contest with the Nath? Nay, my friends, we return in triumph. By Lynn's hand was the beastman's god, Lord Ravana, laid low. In his overconfidence, the Primal swore to withdraw his followers from your lands in the event of his defeat. A promise we believe he will keep. The Nath shall trouble you no longer. The deity is slain, then. How didst thou contend with his biting blades? But the particulars matter not. Thou hast fulfilled thy promise, and I shall fulfill mine. Attend me, mortals. He you unto the deepest reaches of morn, and there you shall find Halo, the altar from which you may begin your ascent to the summit of some all. But be fairly warned, the minions of Nidhogg shall not lightly suffer your presence on that sacred mount. By your struggles within the cavern shall I judge your party possessed of sufficient fortitude to proceed. We shall not disappoint you, Vidofnir. If memory serves, the cavern of Morn is entered from the second floor of the central tower. Let us begin the climb. The cavern of Morn. Yes. Alright, so all the way to the north, there is a thingamabob. Also, did my mind speed increase at some point? Yeah, it has. Okay. I was like, swinging like him. I feel faster. Okay, there it is. Into the caverns we go. Even more to the north. Far, far to the north. Also, say hello to the Tyrannosaurs. There it is, nice and on the path. Wait, how does she sit on this thing? With crossed legs, nice. I like that. As you should, sitting on a majestic beast like this. Really? Bruh. Also, there is a sightseeing point over here, which I will go and do / pray at. There we go. I remember this one. Well done, little one. As promised, I shall open the way to some All Summit for thee and thy companions. Heed me now, children of man. The domain you seek to enter hath not seen visitors of your kind in nigh on 1,000 years. Though I freely grant you passage, your presence will not be welcomed. To my kin, this mountain is revered as holy ground and resting place both. Wear you the minions of Nidhogg during your ascent, for 'tis certain they shall take great offense at your intrusion. We are grateful for your warnings, gentle Vidofnir. My final words are for thee, Dragoon. Have care to keep the stolen power thou wieldest in check, lest it breed further despair. Estinian? The way is open. Let us not tarry here. A moment, shall we blindly forge on, knowing the dangers that await us? Tiaman herself is set to guard this peak. I do not fear Nidhogg's consort. Any dragon foolish enough to bar our path shall feel the sting of my lance. Spoken like a true butcher. Need I remind you that we are come to parley at peace? Let us be clear, heretic. It was to save Ishgard and her people that I first lent my support to this doubtful venture. And 'tis for their sake that I go now to speak with the Hraesvelgr. But I said nothing of Tioman. Should the opportunity present itself to rid my people of one of their deadliest enemies, I shall take it. That is my duty as a Azure Dragoon. You are beyond redemption. We will accomplish nothing by bickering. If we are to meet with Hraesvelgr, our path leads up the mountain. We shall defend ourselves if attacked, but avoid conflict wherever possible. What other choice do we have? Shrug. As we unlock some the next dungeon. However, I'm gonna do it in the next episode. I hope you enjoyed this episode of just how I was playing Final Fantasy XIV. And next episode we are gonna go through some Goodbye.